Rewrite the polar coordinate with a negative magnitude. Now, before I even consider this, let's take a look at what we have. This is a polar coordinate. This is not what we're used to, which is called a regular coordinate. This is not telling us to start at the origin, go right 7, and then up whatever gross number this is. No, this is polar. And the two numbers involved in a polar coordinate, the first number is the magnitude. That's how long we draw a line starting from the 0, 0, which is also called the pole in a polar coordinate system. This is the degrees that we go, just like we've been doing all year long or all AP Precalculus long, where we would start out counterclockwise from the positive y-axis, x-axis. So, graphing something like this, right? There's my direction, 11 pi over 6 is you spin it all the way around. So it's basically like that. And we have something that's 7 units long. And so my point would live right there. Okay. Now, they want us to do a negative magnitude. Well, a negative magnitude, if I were to take this same exact guy and make this negative 7, what I would do is I would still spin it around to 11 pi over 6, but I would go in the complete opposite direction, that way 7 units. Okay. Now, what I need to do is if I'm going to make this negative 7, if negative 7 has me going in the exact opposite direction, that's a change of 180 degrees, or pi radians. So if I'm going to make this negative 7, then what I need to do is I need to spin this guy around in the exact opposite direction. So I'm going to either add, or in this case, subtract pi. Now, why not add pi? Well, if I add pi, it'll be more than 2 pi, and I want to keep it between 0 and 2 pi. So subtracting regular pi is going to make this look like negative 7. I'll change this pi to 6 pi over 6, and I end up with negative 7, 5 pi over 6. And so the way that I would graph this now, pretending that this guy is no longer there, let's erase you. The way that I would view this graphically is I would go counterclockwise from the positive x-axis to what appears to be 5 pi over 6. But since this is negative 7, I'm going to go in the exact opposite direction and graph the original guy that you see right here. And that's how it's done.